Hello everyone and welcome back to Roots and Foliage. Today I am sharing my top 5 plants. I have a love for so many plants. Like, I love all my plants, but there are just a few that are just perfect. I just don't have any problems with them. They grow well, they're low maintenance, and for me that is a top plant. So I want to share those plants with you today, and if you're interested, stay tuned. The first plant in my top 5 list is going to be the golden pothos. This plant is super low maintenance. I've had mine for about 2 years and I had it hanging for the whole time. Just recently I have started propagating this plant and I have decided to stake it so that it can climb, because I've heard that the leaves get bigger. So this is definitely in my top 5. They are so easy to care for. I can pretty much neglect this plant and it still thrives. I staked this plant up probably like a week ago, and so far it's been doing okay. I haven't had any yellowing leaves. I have propagated from this plant many times. I actually have another plant that is turning into a fuller plant from this plant, which is this plant's baby. So definitely the golden pothos. Number 2 in my top 5 list is going to be the Monstera. I absolutely love the Monstera plants. That is probably the plant that made me like plants, that like formed my love for plants, because I love the look of the big split leaves. Unfortunately, my Monsteras have not got to that point yet, but eventually they will. I just need to be patient and let time, tell. I've had some trial and error with the plants, but overall, I seem to have got them together. I have several Monsteras, and I have more than one variety. And that is the Monstera adansani. I love this plant so much. I have propagated from this plant a lot of times. I have another plant that I'm growing that I want to like stake up, kind of like what I'm doing with the pothos. This one is in a hanging basket. I got this plant a while ago and it is just so low maintenance. I haven't had to water it very much. It's just a happy plant. Really good to me. I have no complaints. Absolutely love the Monsteras. Number 3 in my list is going to be the Sevi Blue, which is a version of the pothos. This plant is absolutely gorgeous. I search high and low for this plant. It's absolutely gorgeous. So far, I've only had it for like a month or so. It's been pretty easy to take care of so far. So that's exactly what puts it in my top 3 out of 5. I'm not having any problems with it. I think I've watered it once since I've had it, and I've had it for about a month now. But it has actually grown so much. Looks like it's actually grown twice the size. I also have some cuttings that I got from Etsy, and then a friend sent me some cuttings, and I'm trying to get this one to stake up as well. So this one's doing very good because it was cuttings that did not have roots. I propagated them, let them sit, get roots, and then now I have put them in soil and they are doing very well. I am pleased. Number 4 in my top 5 is going to be the Chinese Evergreen. Love the plant. Love the different varieties, the different variegations, the different colors you can get in this plant. It's absolutely gorgeous. These are doing fantastic. I got this one as a rescue from Lowe's. Not really sure why they marked this down on clearance, because it's in great shape. I repotted it and I put it in this cute little pot. And then this one I got from Lowe's too. I don't remember if it was a rescue or not, but I got this one from Lowe's and I actually split this in half. This one is actually in leca and it's doing great. Like, I haven't had a brown leaf on this plant or anything. As far as the care on these plants, I'm not 100% sure. I water when the soil's dry. I keep them moderately, give them a moderate amount of sun and they seem to be fine. But this one is just gorgeous and it's doing so well. So this is definitely number 4 in my top plants. And number 5 in my top 5 plants is going to be the ZZ. I term this the easy ZZ because that's exactly what it is. It is easy to take care of. It's also easy to kill. This plant is another rescue that I got from Lowe's. When I got this plant, it was pretty dried up and kind of messed up. I cleaned it up, got rid of all the stuff that didn't need to be in there. I let it sit for a long time in its pot, and I finally repotted it probably about 3 months ago, and it has just taken off. These plants are really, really, really low maintenance. They hardly ever need water. Definitely in my top 5. It should be the #1 plant in my top 5 because it's so low maintenance. I love them. I love the way they look. I also have another version of the ZZ plant, and it is the Zinzi, which has the thicker leaves. So here's my ZZ Zinzi. This one is same thing. Low maintenance, doing very, very well. Haven't really had any problems with it. I've had a couple brown leaves that I had to fix, but I repotted it because the first time I repotted it, the pot was, I think, a little too small. And this time I think it's a lot happier. It looks really good in this pot. And definitely, like I said, top 5, number 5 on the list. The ZZ plant. What I call the easy ZZ. So there it is, guys. There is my top 5 houseplants. Thank you so much for watching. And stay tuned for my bottom 5. Because believe me, there are some plants that I have I would say a love-hate relationship with. So stay tuned for that because I'll be recording that soon and releasing that. So there it is. If you have any questions or if you agree with any of these, just leave some comments down below. Let's discuss. Oh, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can share too. Bye.